All right, so something to keep in mind. This is my first time ever doing like a patina type paint job. I've seen a lot of YouTube videos and kind of figured it out, I guess. I don't know, but I'm gonna give it a go. The last time I did a paint job on an RC car that was fun and it turned out pretty good was my Max. This one here, it's a little dusty, but this one was, you know, I used my Cricut to make those stickers, and then I painted it with a candy apple green with ghost flames. And in the daytime, this thing is ridiculous. So that was the last time I did something like that, but this is totally different. This is totally out of my realm, so I'm gonna give it a go and see how it turns out. All right, so this is the body that's gonna go on the Red Cat Fusion. It's the J Concepts body, the creeper. So I already went and put like a rust color on the inside. I went all around the inside of it, and then I put a flat black coat over it with a little bit of a clear so it doesn't scratch off very easy. So what I'm gonna do now, since I just put a scuff all over it, the outside, I'm gonna go at it with this model paint. This is like a dark green. I don't know, it's old. It's like an old dark green. So let's see how it looks. So I'm not gonna put a super duper thick coat on it. I'm just gonna put a nice little even one layer coat. And that's about it. I'm good there. All right, so that's a nice little even coat. All right, so I only put one coat on there. It's a little bit lighter than I thought it was gonna be. It's more of like an army green. So this next one that I'm gonna put on, it's only one coat, a real light coat. It's gonna be, hopefully, it'll be a little bit darker, like a flat dark green. So, all right, I'm just gonna put one coat of that on there as well. Let's see what happens. Looks like we're good. All right, so it is a little bit darker, which is good. That's what I wanted. But the elements are against me. It's cold. We're just beginning spring here in California, and it's still kind of chilly outside. I know I'm wearing shorts, but whatever. So heat gun to the rescue. I don't want to get too hot with this thing because it is a very thin Lexan material, and it'll warp or melt, and if it gets too hot. So I want to keep my distance and get it warm enough to dry the paint, you know, the best that I can get going. It's a flat, so I can tell when it's dry. Okay, so now it's dry. It didn't take very long, but that's the color that I'm looking for. Nice dark green. Yes, for an undercoat. So I think this will look pretty cool once I get going on it. All right, so next up is going to be a light color. So I'm going to try this desert sand, see how it works. This paint was all given to me, so it was free. Might as well give it a go and see how it turns out. But I'm going to put a fairly light coat on this as well, so that way when I sand it down, I'll break through the light sand, desert sand into the green, so it'll have a little bit of the green coming through, and it'll kind of age a little bit. And then, you know, in the future when I start crashing this thing, because that's what we do when we're doing the rock crawling stuff, is it falls and it hits hard. I have that rust color underneath it, and hopefully that'll come through and it'll start looking a little aged. So we'll see how it turns out. All right, so let's give it a go. Hopefully this is a light, almost yellow. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I didn't mention, but I was able to keep the windows protected because of the that clear coat, or that clear cellophane that they put on the outside of the car to keep it protected. I just cut the windows, and that actually turned out really good. So that's going to keep the windows from getting paint on them. So when I'm done, I can peel that off. Oh, jeez, what the hell? Cheap paints, that's what we get. All right, so it's all done. I'm gonna let this thing sit for about a week because I have to go out of town for 2 weeks. I'll be back on the weekend to check it out, but I'm gonna let this thing sit and dry and harden, so that way the paint's cured and it doesn't just either peel off or you know, gum up whenever I start sanding on this thing, because that's the worst that would happen, is I start putting a nice light sand on it and it just balls up and turns into crap. So I'll start working on it next weekend, and hopefully you guys don't have to wait a week to see this. So yay. All right, so now that I got it all painted, underside's all done, time to put a scuff on it. So I'm gonna start off with this 10,000 grit, and then maybe throw a little bit of this this stuff here. I don't even know what it's called. And then this is some 220. So see which one works the best, and then I'll come back and show you guys what happened. All right, so went over it with a good scuff. I ended up using just the 220, and it was able to cut down in there. The 10,000 and that green wool, whatever that thing is, didn't work very well. So the 220 worked just fine. Now I'm gonna get the wash. It's like a rust color wash, and go over it so I can get a nice stain on it. Cool. All right, so here's I'm gonna use the wash in this kit here. And I actually used that rust paint for the inside of it. I'm gonna wipe it down with this to dry it, but I'm gonna use this to wipe the wash off, and I'm using gloves, of course. I don't want this stuff to get all over my hands, so that's what I'm gonna use. So we'll see how it goes. All right, I got a little cup there with a little bit of water, not that much. This is the model wash. I don't want it to be super thick. Going in there, it's very watery, but I don't want it to be overwhelming on this body. So I'm gonna dilute it with this water here, like that. And then put the lid on there, because I'm gonna come back and use this for streaks here in a minute. And grab some of this, and then make sure this is all mixed up really good. And then I'm just gonna try to do this with one hand for just a second and see how it works. Just rub it on there. I know it's kind of light. I might put a couple coats on it, but that's what I'm going for. All right, so this is what it ended up turning out to be. Kind of orangey, rusty looking. Yeah, I kind of went through. That's actually underneath the paint. So get off there. So yeah, I'll put my stickers on there. Put the mounting holes, and then put it on the truck. See how she looks. All right, now that I got everything good, I don't know if I'm supposed to do this or not, but I'm gonna put a little bit of a clear coat on it, just because I don't know. I just want to. So let's see here. That'll work out. Okay, so I just put a clear coat on this bad boy. I don't know if it's supposed to do that or not. It's cracking, and it's not the plastic. It's just the paint. So it's giving it a crazy looking texture. So I don't know. A couple places where it did it, I kind of like it. So sick. Let's go. All right, check it out. Turned out all right, I think. Looks a little weathered. I think it'll look better once it's all completely dry and it's starts getting scratches and stuff from being out there on the track. I put the stickers on it, put the holes on it, mount my lights, and then yeah, it'll be fun. See what happens. All right, so I'm all done with it. I was able to get a clear coat on it, put the mounting holes in it, all the fun stuff, and I was able to get it running. So let's check it out. All right, so this is what it looks like after I'm all done. It turned out okay. Not too bad. I don't know if you guys know this, but this is a Red Cat Scent Fusion. Notice the mounting is different for the shocks. I was able to change the position for the links and kind of leveled it out a little bit. I did that to the front and the back. I also took the shock towers, flipped them around, and I drilled new holes. So these things are solid, and it gives me a little bit more flex without having to go too high. It doesn't bottom out too bad, but I still get plenty of flex with just the stock, shocks. So this is what it looks like. And once I start scratching it and taking some hits, this is the color that's underneath. I sanded it down a little too far, and I ended up getting the rust color underneath it, but I think it looks all right. So, but that's it. Cool.